take a breath with me, not a shallow one, but a full, generous breath, one that says, I am here, I am open, I am ready. And as you breathe, let these words begin to fill your heart. I am open and receptive to all good. That simple phrase, those 11 words, can transform everything. Not because they're magic, but because they tell the truth. A deep, universal truth that many of us have forgotten. You don't have to chase success. You only have to allow it. We live in a world that constantly tells us to hustle harder, try more, do more, be more. But what if real success doesn't come from chasing, striving, or forcing? What if it comes from opening your heart, opening your mind, opening your hands to receive all the good that life has been holding out to you, just waiting for you to say yes? As I've said for many years, I am open and receptive to all good. Not just some, but all, because all means all. Not just love, but money. Not just joy, but health. Not just occasional blessings, but consistent abundance. Success, true, lasting, soul-deep success, comes not when you grip tighter, but when you surrender the struggle. Let that settle into your heart, because you may have been taught to work harder. You may have been raised to believe that blessings must be earned or deserved or chased, but I am here to gently remind you, you were born deserving, and when you return to that knowing, when you make it your daily habit to open yourself, the universe notices. It notices when you stop pushing and start allowing. It notices when your inner dialogue softens. It notices when you shift from, how will it happen, to, I trust that it's already on the way. And in that moment, something begins to change. Doors open, people show up, ideas arrive. Peace replaces panic. Grace moves in, because every time you open your arms, the universe opens its doors. Now let's pause and take another deep, relaxed breath. Let it be soft, like an invitation. Let it carry this knowing deep into your body. I am open and receptive to all good. Let that be your prayer, your mantra, your doorway to the life you've always known was possible. You don't need to fight your way into abundance. You simply need to let it in. Allowing is the gateway to abundance. It is the opposite of resistance. It is the opposite of self-doubt. It is the opposite of, I'll believe it when I see it. When you allow, you say, I believe it now, I feel it now, I receive it now. So as we begin this journey together, I want to offer you a gentle challenge. Stay with me until the end, because in just a few minutes, we'll speak one golden phrase together. One phrase that will anchor abundance in your heart, not just for today, but for every day that follows. You are already on your way. This moment is your turning point. This is the day you stop closing and start opening to love, to joy, to wealth, to peace, to success, not as something you chase, but as something you allow. Say it with me one more time. I am open and receptive to all good. You are ready, and so is the universe. When most people hear the word prosperity, they think only of money. And yes, financial well-being is a part of abundance, but it is only a part. Real prosperity, the kind that fills your life with joy, meaning, and peace, goes far beyond dollar signs and bank balances. Prosperity is a state of being. It is an energy you carry, not just something you earn. You can have all the money in the world and still feel poor, poor in time, poor in peace, poor in love. And you can have modest means and still live a life rich in beauty, relationships, creativity, and freedom. True prosperity includes time to rest without guilt, love that flows both ways, a peaceful home where you can breathe, energy that fuels your passions, the joy of waking up with purpose, a heart that feels grateful more often than not. You see, abundance isn't about things, it's about how you feel in your life. And when you begin to recognize all the ways you are already supported, already blessed, already held, your relationship with prosperity begins to shift. Say this with me. I prosper in love, joy, time, and success. Let those words echo in your being. You deserve to feel prosperous not only when you check your bank account, but when you sit quietly with a warm cup of tea, when someone smiles at you, when your body carries you through another day, when you watch the sunset and your heart feels full. This is prosperity. It's the rhythm of receiving life with open arms. It's what happens when you stop measuring your worth by what you produce or accumulate and start honoring all the ways life supports you. Many people feel broke, not because they lack money, but because they lack joy, because they're short on rest, connection, and peace of mind. You can chase more, or you can receive what's already here. So today, I invite you to expand your definition of abundance. Let yourself feel rich in kindness. Let yourself feel wealthy in wisdom. Let yourself feel prosperous in laughter, in stillness, in the beauty that surrounds you, even in the smallest things. Because when you notice what's working, what's beautiful, what's blooming, more of it flows in. What you appreciate appreciates. Say it again. With deep presence, prosperity surrounds me in every form. You may feel it in the way a friend calls right when you need encouragement. You may see it in the way your garden grows. You may hear it in your grandchild's laughter. You may experience it in a quiet moment where your heart finally feels safe. That is abundance. That is success. That is the prosperity that can't be taxed, stolen, or taken away because it lives within you. The more you affirm your awareness of it, the more it will show up. And yes, the money will follow, because money loves to flow where joy, peace, and gratitude already reside. So begin here, not by running harder, but by standing still and seeing clearly. You are already prospering in ways the world can't always measure, but your soul feels it, and your life reflects it. Say it one more time. I prosper in love, joy, time, and success. Prosperity surrounds me in every form. Now breathe that in. Let your entire being receive that truth, because today you stop chasing wealth and start allowing abundance. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. You are standing barefoot at the edge of a vast, glistening ocean. The waves stretch out endlessly. Before you, soft, rhythmic, infinite. This ocean is not made of water. It is made of abundance. It is the ocean of life, and it holds everything you could ever want, need, or dream of. Love, time, money, healing, joy, peace. Now, look down at what you're holding in your hands. Maybe it's a thimble. Maybe it's a cup. Maybe it's a bucket. That container in your hands, that is your consciousness. It represents what you currently believe you are allowed to receive. Some people come to the ocean with a teaspoon saying, "This is all I deserve." Others bring a jug, a pot, or a barrel, and every single one of them receives exactly what their container can hold. But here's the miracle. The ocean never runs out. No matter how much you take, it remains full, generous, and flowing. The only limit is the size of your container, your mindset, your belief in your worth, your willingness to receive. Say this with me gently. My consciousness expands to hold more good. This is not about greed or taking more than you need. This is about recognizing that life wants to give to you, that the universe is not withholding anything, it is only waiting for you to become a larger, more open vessel. Every time you affirm your worthiness, your container expands. Every time you release fear, guilt, or self-judgment, your container stretches. Every time you say, "I am open," the ocean rushes toward you. You don't need to beg the ocean. You only need to make space. Let's imagine this more vividly. See yourself standing at the ocean again, this time holding a beautiful, wide, golden bowl. You lower it into the waves, and the water fills it effortlessly. You lift it up with both hands, and it overflows into your life. Abundant friendships, opportunities you didn't expect, financial support, energy, inspiration, peace. Let yourself receive. Say it again as an invitation. I draw freely from life's infinite ocean. And you do. The truth is, most people have been trained to fear abundance, to believe that if they take too much, someone else will go without, or that they must earn, suffer, or sacrifice to be worthy of receiving. But the universe doesn't work in scarcity, it works in expansion. There is more than enough good for all of us. More than enough love, more than enough time, more than enough money, more than enough miracles. And your expansion doesn't take away from anyone else. It simply makes room for more good to to flow through you and to you, because when you are filled, you overflow, and your overflow blesses the world. So today, stop apologizing for wanting more. Stop shrinking your dreams to match an old, small container. Start stretching your faith. Start believing that you are safe to grow, to receive, to expand. Say it again. My consciousness expands to hold more good. I draw freely from life's infinite ocean. You are not limited. The only limits are the ones you've agreed to. And right now, you get to let those go. This ocean has been waiting for you. It always has. Now breathe in and allow yourself to take your place at the shore. Cup your hands in faith. Open your arms in readiness. The waves are coming, and this time you are ready to receive them fully. Take a quiet moment and gently ask yourself, what kind of thoughts have I been planting in the garden of my mind? Because every thought you think is a seed, and those seeds planted in the soil of your daily consciousness grow into your experience of life. If you've been planting seeds of fear, you'll grow anxiety. If you've been planting seeds of guilt, you'll harvest shame. If you've been planting seeds of lack, you'll see limitation everywhere you look. This is what I call poverty thinking. Poverty thinking isn't just about money. It's a mindset of not enoughness. It whispers, there's not enough time. There's not enough love. There's not enough for me. If someone else succeeds, I lose. I must hold tightly to what I have, or it will vanish. I don't deserve more. And poverty thinking shows up as envy of others, stinginess with yourself or your generosity, judgment around wealth, guilt about wanting more, fear of losing what you've got, feeling small in the presence of others' success. But here's the truth. Poverty thinking doesn't protect you, it limits you, and it keeps you stuck in a loop where what you fear continues to repeat. Now let's talk about what's possible when you shift. Prosperity thinking is not denial. It's not pretending everything is perfect. It's choosing to think in ways that open you instead of contract you. It's a mental habit of trust, gratitude, generosity, worthiness, celebration, receptivity. It says, there's more than enough for everyone. What I give out returns multiplied. I celebrate others' success because it reflects what's possible for me. I enjoy using money wisely and lovingly. I deserve to thrive. I am safe to expand. And you begin to plant seeds of abundance in every corner of your life. Say this now and feel it take root in your heart. I think prosperously, and life mirrors my abundance. Your life is always listening, and what you give out, your thoughts, your words, your beliefs, comes back to you often in surprising ways. If you give from fear, you reinforce fear. If you give with resentment, you build resistance. But if you give with love, you open a powerful channel. Whether you give time, money, kindness, or a compliment, what you give with love returns to you multiplied. Say it aloud. What I give with love returns to me multiplied. This is not a rule to manipulate the universe. It is simply the rhythm of life. It is the law of circulation, the law of return, the divine mirror. So today, let's become conscious of the thoughts we've allowed to stay too long. Let's uproot poverty thoughts, not with judgment, but with compassion. They were there to protect us, but we don't need them anymore. Instead, we plant prosperity thoughts, thoughts that nourish, thoughts that expand, thoughts that make life feel safe, generous, and full. Midway reflection. Take a deep breath, pause, and reflect. Write one poverty thought you're ready to release today, and replace it with a prosperity thought. For example, there's never enough money becomes money flows to me easily and joyfully, and I'll never catch up becomes everything unfolds in perfect timing. I can't afford to rest becomes rest restores me and increases my power. Then share it with someone, or simply speak it aloud. You never know who might be inspired by your shift. Remember, I think prosperously, and life mirrors my abundance. What I give with love returns to me multiplied. And so at Island, if you truly want to transform your relationship with money, one of the most powerful tools you can use is something so simple and so revealing. Stand in front of a mirror, look into your own eyes, not with judgment, but with kindness, and then say aloud, I deserve abundance. I am worthy of prosperity. I am safe to receive more than ever before. At first, your voice might shake. You may feel uncomfortable. You may even hear another voice in your mind that whispers, that's not true. Who do you think you are? You've never had enough. This is exactly why mirror work matters. Mirror work doesn't create fear, it reveals it. And you can't heal what you're unwilling to face. For many people, money fears are buried so deep, they show up in the most subtle ways. Anxiousness when checking the mail, guilt about spending even on necessities, panic over being generous, jealousy when others succeed, shame when money comes in too easily, fear of losing everything overnight. These fears often have roots in early experiences. What you heard your parents say, what you learned in times of struggle, what society conditioned you to believe. Some people carry fears like, I'll end up homeless. If I have too much, I'll lose it. People won't like me if I succeed. If I rest, I'll fall behind. There's never enough to feel safe. But here's the truth. Fears lose power when you face them, and mirror work allows you to bring those fears into the light of awareness, where love can meet them. Begin with this simple daily practice. Stand in front of your mirror. Look gently into your own eyes. Say aloud, I am safe, abundant, and cared for by life. Breathe. Notice any tension or resistance. Now ask yourself, what money fear am I ready to name? What story am I ready to rewrite? Keep a small journal nearby. When fears or beliefs arise, no matter how irrational or dramatic they are, not to be judged. They are to be honored as visitors from your past. Write them down. I fear I'll lose everything. I feel guilty receiving more. I believe I must struggle to be worthy. Then take a breath and write a new truth beside each one. I am supported. Receiving is my natural state. I can thrive with ease and joy. Every thought you challenge becomes a thought you reclaim. Every message you rewrite becomes a path toward freedom. And it all begins with one quiet moment in front of a mirror. The reflection you see isn't broken. It's brave. It's healing. It's growing. It's stepping into a new relationship with abundance. Say this now with your hand on your heart. I am safe, abundant, and cared for by life. Every thought of lack is replaced with trust. These words are not just affirmations. They are invitations to your subconscious. They say, it's safe to stop fearing. It's safe to start receiving. Let this be your new truth. I am not afraid of money. I welcome it. I bless it. I handle it with love. And I am safe to enjoy all that life provides. You don't need to control it. You don't need to chase it. You simply need to be willing to receive. Stand before the mirror tomorrow and begin again. Because the moment you believe you're worthy, the universe believes it too, and it responds. Take a deep breath. Now ask yourself, gently and without judgment, how do I see myself? Not just in the mirror, but in the quiet places of your mind, when no one is watching, when no one is praising or criticizing. Do you see someone worthy of prosperity? Someone valuable, lovable, and capable of receiving the very best life has to offer? Or do you sometimes see someone who must work harder to earn a little? Someone who must settle, strive, or prove their worth over and over again? Your self-image is the silent architect of your life. It influences every corner of your world. The clothes you wear, the condition of your home, the health of your bank account, the people you allow into your life, the opportunities you think you're allowed to have. Louise often said, our outer world is always a reflection of our inner thoughts. If deep down you believe you don't deserve abundance, then no matter how much you earn or attract, you'll find ways to block it, lose it, or feel guilt about having it. But here's the good news. Deserving is not something you earn. It is something you claim, and it begins with a decision to see yourself differently. Say this with me now. I deserve prosperity and success, not because you've done everything perfectly, not because you've checked off a list of conditions. You deserve because you exist, and because you are a unique, irreplaceable expression of life itself. Now, let's talk about one of Louise's most powerful metaphors, the cosmic bank account. Every loving thought you think is a deposit. Every time you affirm your worth, you make a deposit. Every moment you treat yourself kindly, bless others, or believe in your future, you are building interest. This account isn't measured in dollars. It's measured in alignment, in vibration, in readiness. And just like any bank account, you can make withdrawals too. Every fearful thought, a small withdrawal. Every time you criticize yourself, another subtraction. Every time you accept less than you deserve, the balance dips again. But don't worry, this is a forgiving bank. It doesn't close its doors. It welcomes new deposits at any moment. Today, let your affirmations be deposits. Let your forgiveness be deposits. Let your self-love be a steady stream of cosmic income. Say it with me. My self-love pays endless dividends. Because it does. When you love yourself truly and consistently, life begins to love you back. And that love shows up in opportunities, connections, creative ideas, financial blessings, and moments of deep peace. There is nothing selfish about claiming your prosperity. When you thrive, you teach others that thriving is possible. When you receive fully, you model a life where grace is welcome. And when your self-image reflects joy, trust, and deservingness, life mirrors it back to you in the most beautiful ways. So look again, not just in the mirror, but inward, and tell yourself the truth. You are enough. You are worthy. You are lovable. And you are meant to prosper. Say it once more with feeling. I deserve prosperity and success. My self-love pays endless dividends. Let those words echo throughout your day. Let them shape your choices. Let them guide your relationships, your spending, your saving, your dreaming. Because the moment you align your self-image with truth, the cosmic bank account pays out blessings beyond anything you've imagined. And it's all waiting for you now. There is one habit, so simple, so powerful, that unlocks success in every area of life. Openness. When you live with an open heart and an open mind, life flows through you instead of past you. You stop chasing. You start allowing. You stop forcing. You start receiving. And in that shift, everything changes. You don't have to wait for a perfect plan. You don't have to figure it all out before life begins to support you. You simply need to declare with love and certainty, I am open and receptive to all good. These words are more than just a phrase. They are a signal to the universe. They say, I trust, I allow, I am ready, because prosperity is not random. It is not reserved for a lucky few. It is a reflection, a mirror of what we habitually think, believe, and expect. When you expect struggle, struggle comes. When you expect lack, lack finds you. But when you expect joy, love, ease, and abundance, life rushes in to meet you at your level of belief. This is why your thoughts matter, not because they're magic spells, but because they shape how you meet the world. Every day, life offers you more than enough. More opportunities, more kindness, more beauty, more support. It is not life that withholds, it is only fear that closes the door. But now you know how to open it, and you can do it again. Every morning, every evening, every moment that you remember. Say it again. I am open and receptive to all good. I deserve abundance in every form. Life supports me, and I prosper now. Let these words become your prayer, your rhythm, your gentle truth. You are no longer waiting. You are receiving. You are welcoming. Now take a moment to imagine yourself at the edge of the ocean of life. The sky above you is clear. The breeze is soft and full of promise. Before you is a great, endless ocean glimmering with light. This ocean is abundance, infinite, limitless, loving, and flowing from that ocean is a golden pipeline of prosperity, flowing directly into your heart, your home, your bank account, your body, your dreams. You don't need to control the flow. You simply receive it with gratitude, with grace, with the knowing that you are worthy. Feel it now, this flow of life moving through you, nourishing every part of your experience. You are not in scarcity. You are not separate from your good. You are in the stream of all that is good, and it is already yours. So take one last breath with me. Let this be your sacred truth today. I am open and receptive to all good. I deserve abundance in every form. Life supports me, and I prosper now, and so it island. If this message inspired you, share it with someone who is ready to receive more love, more ease, more abundance. You never know what your voice might awaken in someone else. And if you feel the shift in your own heart, take a moment to anchor it. Write these words. Speak them aloud or carry them quietly in your soul today. I am open and receptive to all good. Let that be your practice. Let that be your habit. And let life respond in miraculous ways.